Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. We're looking at creation and what God did in Genesis 1. And so we're going to look at the question today, among several maybe, is the Bible scientifically accurate? What we're doing is we're using Creation versus Evolution by Arlo Molenpaul, probably the best one-volume introduction to this subject. Brother Molenpaul just passed not long ago. And we're just using it kind of as a template. I'll skip over stuff, read a quote, read something, and then we'll discuss it some. A lot of things we discuss actually are not in the book. It's just from teaching science in the Bible for so many years. So thanks for being here. So is the Bible scientifically accurate? And so he goes into ways that the Bible is scientifically accurate. He uses the pass through the sea method and all of this. Isaiah 40:22, it's he who sits above the circle of the earth. So the earth is circular. Other things about the life of the flesh is in the blood. What is that? Leviticus 17:11. So yes, the Bible is scientifically accurate. So are some subjects labeled as science really science falsely so called? And he gives some examples of this, and there's a lot of books. I think Jerry Bergman has some great books on this, as does Jonathan Wells, who had 2 PhDs, I think one from Yale and one from UCal Berkeley, maybe 3 PhDs, because I think he had something from the University of Chicago. He was like John Warwick Montgomery, had 3 PhDs. Kind of things, doctorates. They may not have been officially PhDs, all of them. And so then he goes into the question, are scientific textbooks loaded with non-scientific ideas? Now I would say, again, in some cases this is true, that they are loaded with false ideas. You know, like they would say the coelacanth, for example, was extinct for tens of millions of years till they found many coelacanths now. Sometimes like Ernest Haeckel's drawings that we now know were not accurate drawings of fetal development. So there's various things such as that are still in science textbooks. And there's certain presuppositionalism that is there as well. And so he goes into this, and this is an extremely important point. Why is it important to believe the Genesis record of creation? And I'll quote John 5:47 as he writes here, if you do not believe his, Moses' writings, how you believe my words? So that's extraordinarily important. Also in Luke 16, Jesus says ostensibly the same thing. So if you can't believe the words of Moses, and many times Jesus would say, from the beginning of creation it wasn't so, or refer back to the book of Genesis as accurate history. He would say Adam and Eve were there, you know, from the beginning of creation, so to speak. And if, let's say, theistic evolution or something is correct, well, then Jesus is no longer the second Adam or the last Adam to restore that which the first Adam lost. Jesus' lineage is not Adam created in the image of God, but it's an amoeba. It's a bacteria that through the worst possible ways of creation, through billions of years, eventually made it into sentient life, which that's a whole thing. I go into that a lot. And I will say this, I get no more hate on this channel than I get from atheists when I talk about creation versus evolution. But, you know, the path of least resistance makes for crooked people and crooked rivers. So I feel I just need to talk about the truth of God's creation. So it's extremely important to believe the Genesis record. Man is infallible. God is not infallible. He's not fallible. He is infallible. And man is very fallible. And believe God. He is your creator. He's my creator. And he will judge us. The creator came to save us, and he will judge us one day. So God bless you. We love you. Thanks for being here. Check out our other videos. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.